Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Today, I want to talk about the idea of free speech because it seems that we're getting to the point where you can't speak freely. You're being told what is appropriate to say, what is not appropriate to say. And here's what I'm going to say about that. Without chaos, without disagreement, there's no creativity. Creativity requires chaos. And without free speech, we don't get new ideas or different ideas. And you see, if two people have different ideas, but they're willing to work on them, they have the ability to collaborate and discover something new that neither of them has thought of. And without new, there's no creativity. So if you're blindly having to speak what everyone else is saying, where's the creativity in that? You see, that's coming from a limited perspective, isn't it? A perspective that there's only one or two right ways, or there's one right way and one wrong way. When in fact, guess what? There's infinite ways. But most of us are not using our brains to think beyond what we know. One of the greatest prisons that exists is our mind thinking it knows something, when in fact, it only knows a perception. And there are infinite perceptions, and you can see it differently. Quantum physics says there's nothing solid. So this desk that's in front of me, I see as solid, but quantum physics says no, it's mostly space. But we'll argue, is it solid or not solid? Don't argue. Let's look at it. Is there science behind it? And science is constantly questioning everything. And you see, if we're not consciously questioning everything, how do we grow? How do we create? How do we live a more expansive life? It's interesting that when I talk about relationships, the purpose of relationships, and I say this all the time, is to support each other, to grow each other, to share, and to have fun. How do you grow if you think exactly the same? How do you grow if you're not challenged? Why would you be in relationships? Here's a great one. Why would you be in relationships where there's no growth? Pure boredom in my mind. I've got this inner burning desire to expand, to become more. What about you? Have you noticed that maybe you're bored? You're just frustrated with life? Well, then ask the question, am I growing and expanding, or am I stuck as the same old me in the quicksand of my own thoughts because I'm blindly accepting things and I'm not questioning? Here's a great question if you're in a relationship. How do I make this relationship better? How do I expand it? How do I love more than what I love today? How do I support more? And sometimes support means asking your partner difficult questions. Difficult because we don't think about it. Here's a great question for you today. Where are you going to spend your time? Think about it. Are you going to complain? Is that where you're going to spend your time? Are you gossiping? Is that where you're spending your time? 95% of all communication is complaining and gossip. Think about yourself. If you're complaining and gossiping, are you creating a new you? No, you're going to attract more of what you're complaining and gossiping about. It's a state of mind, creativity. It's a state of mind to look beyond the what is in front of us, what appears to be all that's real, and not understanding that anything we focus on in our own mind becomes real to us. But it may not be real to someone else because reality is a perception. It's a perspective. It's not a fact. We've been led because of our unconsciousness to be divisive with each other. Instead of taking our uniqueness, coming together and creating a more expansive world that honors all, that honors uniqueness. And here's the thing we've got to get over. Stop taking things personally. No one is doing anything to you. They're only doing it for themselves. If you believe someone's doing it to you, it's a pretty narcissistic view. I don't care what the situation is, what the person's doing. They're not doing it against you. They're doing it for themselves. They see something they're going to gain. And if they're doing something you don't like, then I'm going to ask you the question, why are you spending time with them? Why are you giving them your most precious resource? Why are you not standing up for yourself? You deserve freedom. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be accepted. But until you believe you deserve it, till you increase your own self-worth, nothing's going to change for you. You're going to continue with the same type of relationships that are now, because we only attract what we believe we're worthy of. But to be worthy of more, we need chaos. We need diversity. We need things that challenge us so we can figure out what more for us is. I love this type of conversation. Absolutely love it. Because I know I'm opening to even a more expansively. And here's what I also know. Opening to a more expansively, I know I'm going to be challenged because I cannot become more expansive without being challenged, without questioning everything about me right now. I don't fear that because my purpose is to expand and grow and to experience and to expand and grow and experience and to expand and grow and experience whatever I choose. Choose wisely today. Question everything. You're worthy and you're worth it. Make it a great day, everyone. Aloha.